Okay, so I am here talking with my mom, Belinda Woods. She grew up in the Bronx, New York, and the first question is, how would you describe the way that the Bronx used to look growing up as a kid?
Um, let's see. That's going back, going way back. How it looked aesthetically, the neighborhood was more so a lot of single family homes and blocks and uh, concrete, a lot of concrete. A couple of buildings that we would see in the distance, and also a subway. There was a subway area about 3 blocks up from there, and one small grocery store, um, and I think a cleaners, a couple other spots. It wasn't. We had some greenery here and there as far as trees and grass in our backyard. We did. We had trees and grass, but a lot. What I can remember structurally around was a lot of concrete buildings and concrete and homes.
Okay. Next question. How would you describe how the place has changed? I know you haven't been there in a little while, but you were there for over 20 years. So towards the end of your time there, how would you say it changed, if at all?
It did not change at all. It did not change at all. I just believe that in certain areas of New York City, New York is very much more of a urban setting and different in the different boroughs. So you already have where it's sort of landlocked and landlocked with structures of buildings or either homes, and usually more so buildings because they can't build out, they have to build up to accommodate more people. Um, if anything, there was definitely a changeover in the growth and population as far as the demographics of people. I definitely was in a neighborhood of where it was multicultural, and then over the years, it just became more so. You had more of different immigrants that came in, or even the demographics of African Americans.
Okay, so what were some of the activities that you used to do there as a kid growing up?
Oh, I had a great time in my neighborhood. First of all, like I said, it was multicultural, so we really got to enjoy different people, different cultures, their foods. We would go into the kids on the block. We would go out and we would play. Actually, go outside and play. We would play softball, jump rope, bicycle riding up and down the block, go over to each other's homes. So I definitely got a mix of different diversity of foods, from Italian to Puerto Rican to Jamaican, and we just always really just had a good time and look forward to just hanging out until it was. As far as nighttime, as soon as you would see like the lamp post start get turned on and it started getting dark, most of the time parents would come on outside and they'll be waiting for you to come inside, that it was time to come in. And you just got to look forward to the next day to go outside playing with your friends.
Okay, and final question: what were some of the things you did in the last few years that you were there, if anything like changed? What were some of the things?
Well, more I was there as a college student for a couple of years. I did live at home with my parents as a college student, and so more so again. It changed because people moved out, new people moved in, and so you weren't as connected to the people in the neighborhood to a degree. Maybe some of the parents that may have been around, but some of the kids went elsewhere to live, either out of state or to another borough or whatever. But more so, it was more so come home, go to college, go to work. I worked in Manhattan, so most of it was just really just commuting in and out of that area in the Bronx.
Okay, so that sums up our questions. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Justice.